What's going on, guys? So we are out here at ROA Off-Road at their Experience Center just south of Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're taking a look at absolutely amazing off-road RVs. These things are bumper towable. You can tow them with a lot of different vehicles. We've looked at everything from here down so far. This thing is super, super amazing. In front of us, we have one of their really, really amazing, slightly larger travel trailers. So with me, I have Shane, who is one of the owners of ROA Off-Road, and he's going to give us a guided tour really quickly, front to back and then the inside. Shane, take it away.
Awesome, sounds good. Well, so let's start with the hitch area. This is an articulating, moves it in 360 degrees in every direction. You have an e-brake to be able to brake the wheels instead of chalking them, you know. Little storage area up here. Your steps will go in there. You also have a step ladder that comes up to this point where you can mount bicycles. This
very cool.
Designed for 2 bikes right there.
You got your jockey wheel over here.
Yeah, and that's the jockey wheel to get it off the truck or recover. You also have a grid panel there to put some gear, propane tanks.
Yeah, very nice. 2 20-pound cans.
Yeah,
I love that they're on a slide-out tray like that.
It's sufficient enough. The thing that makes this trailer unique from almost any other trailer on the market is you have almost 3-inch thick walls. And these are designed for 40 below zero or above 100 degrees. Right?
Yep, and they're, what are they made out of again?
It's a composite material, so it's a fiberglass that actually has, the fiberglass is woven with a carbon fiber backing, and then it's a composite insulation high density foam board. Like when it comes to insulation, these things are best in class. There's almost nothing on the market that I'm aware of that can claim 40 below zero. But up here we have a pass-through storage, and there's lights in here as well. And once again, the thickness of the doors.
Gosh, I want to take this door with me. That thing's insane.
Yeah, and it's triple sealed too. You also have a dual pane polycarbonate windows.
Love those windows. And then let's talk about the suspension real quick because, yeah, this is a standout point.
So right over here, you can kind of see there's airbags under there. So this suspension comes out of Australia. It's 4 independent airbags. It also has a gas shock with a reservoir, you know, and then also disc brakes as well.
Electric over hydraulic disc brakes.
Electric over hydraulic. You also have stabilizer jacks that are rated for just over 1,900 pounds. Will lift the entire trailer. You have your recovery hooks back there, and a plug.
Nice strip LED lighting. Nice outside storage.
This is designed to fit a Honda generator if you want.
That's cool.
You also have your tire here. And that's your air compressor. And there's a pump. And you can actually adjust your on the fly. You can level side to side with the airbags, or if you get to a trail and you want to go off-roading, you can lift up and be able to have more clearance. If you
oh, that's super cool. Check that out. You can see that jack lifting off the ground.
Can you see that?
Wow. Talk about clearance.
Yeah, if you go over there now, you can see the gas shocks just lifted off quite well.
Check that out. Go ahead and lower it. That is so cool. And you know what? Since I'm over here, I'm going to look at the sticker. So this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 9,920 pounds and a cargo capacity. Look at that, 4,420 pounds. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's ludicrous. You don't ever need it. This is also a solar for a briefcase that you can set out on the ground, but there is 1,240 watts of solar on the roof.
That is insane. Real quick, towability, you know, I would normally say look at the gross vehicle weight rating to base your vehicle on it, but with this, the cargo capacity is so outrageously high that the reality is, the dry weight on this unit only being like 5,500 to 6,000 pounds means that you could really tow this with a half-ton truck, max tow package, really without much of a problem. You just have to make sure you're not putting in too much cargo. This has a crazy amount of capacity. So load this thing up with 600 pounds of cargo and you're in really, really good shape. You know?
Yeah, it has a 60-gallon water tank, which would be about 500 pounds. So once you fill up the water, you might be 65 to 7,000 pounds max, which a good F-150 with a heavy duty or tow package would be more than enough.
Because your tongue weight's still relatively light on this unit.
Yeah, you're just over 500 pounds on tongue weight, 600 pounds. Depending on what you're putting up front, but I think half-ton towable, and it tows really, really well. We also have a storage compartment up here that's pretty deep. If you saw that.
Oh yeah, very nice. Very cool. Okay, let's hop inside and see what the inside of this thing's all about. Okay.
So we open up this door here. It is an insulated door. You have some little cargo or magazine racks here. This window, this is a night viewing, obviously. It's a dual pane window, polycarbonate.
Very cool. You step up the steps. Here's your light switches. You want to go over those real quick?
Yeah, for sure. So everything's dimmable, so you can actually dim the lights in here. Press and hold, and it will get bright again. You can turn off the backlighting on this. If you press these two at the same time, shuts off all the lights, or you can turn them all on.
Very cool. I'll pan towards the bedroom first.
Now, we showed off that X145 a bit ago, and it had an east and west bed. This is obviously a north and south bed, which is a big deal for some people. You also have some reading lights here. Press and hold, they go to blue lights.
Oh, that's cool. Beautiful setup, though.
Yeah.
This is absolutely gorgeous from a just overall look perspective.
Yeah, you have a nice space here for storage.
These are all hardwood. All your cabinets are hardwood.
Real wood. Yeah, it's all real wood. And this has a gloss veneer on it.
Nice padded headboard. Got some good space over here for your nightstands with charging.
Yeah, and you also have lights. This turns off the main lights overhead.
Oh, great. Yeah, so you can go to bed at night and shut it all off right there.
Yeah, and one of the nice things is I use all of our trailers. We go out and camp in them. This one, you can literally turn off every single light in the trailer. All the little monitors, they have ways to turn off. So it's pitch black in here. You know, you have the blinds down and it's pitch black. Lift this up. You gotta check this out. This is the 1,080 amp hours of lithium battery.
That is incredible.
Then you have your 3-stage solar. This one has 3 separate MPPT solar charge controllers, and then 2,000 watt inverter and charger. You also have a little space over there that I've been utilizing for a laundry hamper.
Yeah,
from my
not a bad location for it.
Clothes in there. You also have outlets on each side. These windows are very nice too. You have the screen, and the screen goes down. And these windows, it's called a Eurovision out of and when it clicks, it stops. Go like that.
I love those windows.
Yeah, I've actually have a video where I throw baseballs at the windows to see if they break, and they don't. So they're pretty strong.
Yeah,
a lot of people ask, why not glass? And it's like, these are over like 100 times stronger break resistance than glass.
Yep, it's a good thing.
So coming over here, we have a really cool
I've seen this thing
sink
before.
Yeah, it kind of does a lot of different, very modular.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very deep too, if you want to wash pots in there.
Oh, that is super cool.
And then of course you have some access to right here.
Yep, check out these little handles or the little pulls for them. Basically, you put it in, you just reach in and pull it towards you, and they open up.
And they're all metal, right?
Yeah,
so
they are.
You can slam them, and they're not gonna. You don't worry about them breaking.
Yep. Lots of drawers.
Yeah, this one has This has a lot more space than the 145. You also have a dual burner with some counter
induction,
space.
right?
Yeah, dual induction, and then you have all of this storage up here too.
Very nice.
And behind you too, over here, you have much larger. And this booth is just over 6 feet long.
Oh, so the kiddos could sleep, or a kiddo.
Yeah, and this will drop down and you can put an adult, actually, or kids.
Yeah.
So, lots and lots of storage space.
Absolutely.
Very cool. There's another little hidden.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
And then everything is soft close, too. So this is Isotherm, which is a company from Italy. And they primarily deal with yachts. And this is a true 12 volt, so there's no gas or propane in here. You have a lot of space. And metal latches. And these are designed to go into a yacht and be jostled back and forth on the waves. 45-degree angles is what this can be.
So are they both fridges, or is the bottom a freezer?
This is a freezer. Yeah, this is a freezer.
Wow, talk about stocking up.
Yeah, you got a
lot of room.
A lot of room in here. And then you have the under here is where the Truma is, and it's the Eco Plus, which is a 3-stage 7,000, 14,000, 20,000 BTU furnace and water heater.
That was cool. Okay, so I'm backing my way into the shower, which is absolutely cool. So let me show you what this looks like in here. It's got a step right here. It's got a teak floor. Then you have a nice little adjustable bar here. Plus really nice fixture here, but beautiful shower. It's actually really spacious inside, considering a relatively small opening. You kind of have to walk sideways to get through. You have a really cool toilet here. I forgot what you call this toilet.
It's called the Lavio Dry Flush. So you can, it like essentially you do your duty and it wraps it into a bag. And it's kind of like a diaper genie, and then you just dispose of it.
Yeah, it's kind of a poo wrapper.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of drawers in here too. Everything's soft close and the latching. This is just a skinny, narrow one where you can put the refills for the toilet or toilet paper. Lots and lots of drawers.
You got some more
up here.
Storage up here. Very cool. Nice porcelain sink.
And then a nice little window too. And you have an outlet here. And you have all your light switches, and then a fantastic vent fan inside the shower.
Very cool.
And a big mirror.
Step out of here. All right, so
did we check this AC unit? I don't know if we mentioned this. This is a 12-volt Dometic, 6,800 BTUs. And one thing that I do want to mention is the keys are all the same key. One key for
it's all
everything.
key to like, which is
Door,
awesome.
Compartments, everything.
Very
right
cool.
there.
Very cool air conditioner because it's very efficient too. All right, so wrapping this video up, let's talk about off-road capability. 1 to 10. Well, again, the thing we have to realize if you've watched the other videos is the only reason these things aren't ranked to 10 is because of how long they are. They're relatively long.
Yeah.
So if you had to rank this one, where would you put it?
I mean, this one I would definitely be maybe in between the 7 and 8, because off-roading tandem seems to be better for certain situations, right? For like those washboards and we do some obstacle stuff.
Yeah.
We're talking Moabs, Jeep trails, but it's really good with the independent air ride suspension. It just goes over the bumps like you don't even feel them. You're pretty long though. You have a long breakover, right? So if you're going into a wash, you might scrape. Unlike you definitely wouldn't with one of the smaller Conquerors.
Well, and the way I kind of consider this is anything from a 6 or above is pretty extreme off-road capable.
Yes.
So that's where we're talking about. So anything 6 or really 5 or below is what we would consider to be at the base model of normal RVs all the way up to the extreme of your typical RV brands. Like,
we said Ember was 3.5, and a Pavement Princess was 1, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't leave the pavement, right? So if you get up to 6, it's better than an Ember, and it's gonna just get more extreme.
Yep.
Essentially, I don't believe you should be in our rating system. In my mind, 6s you're not going to actually do. We go do it because we're silly and dumb and we want to show off the capability of the trailer. But I wouldn't go out and do that by myself. I would do it with people that have recovery gear and winches in case you do get in a situation you need a group of people. And we do roamer adventures here at ROA. When you buy a trailer from us, we do adventures, and we sometimes do take people out and do these extreme trails, but it's under supervised
Yeah, people
group
who
of people.
are experienced and know what to do in the case of an emergency.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, price-wise, what can somebody expect to pay to get one
So
of these?
depending on the options, you can get it base around 125 and all the way up to about 143, fully loaded, which is kind of Airstream pricing.
Yeah.
Only it's actually off-road capable, off-grid capable. When it comes to off-grid, there's only a couple things out there in the market that are as off-grid capable as these.
Well, and in my opinion, unless you are like an Airstream fanatic and you just love the inside of an Airstream, there's no reason why you'd want an Airstream over something like this. Unless, again, just the way the interior's laid out, the look, the nostalgia of an Airstream, unless that's specifically what you're looking for, then this really beats it in a lot of every other way, every other category.
Oh, yeah. Off-road, suspension, solar, battery bank. It's a much more superior trailer in that sense.
Before we end, I was kind of filming him and I noticed something going on right here, but you want to talk about how cool and innovative this product is. They actually use a Velcro material to hold that up right there.
Well, it's because this is the aluminum extrusion where the actual panels fit together. So he didn't want the aluminum. The first model he did it was just bare bone aluminum, but he decided just to put this over. It's just this aesthetics.
But that's really cool, the fact that it is removable though. So it's just up there with Velcro, like an industrial Velcro.
Yeah.
Which is super cool. Just wanted to show that because I was questioning it and I'm like, what's going on with something falling off? It's not. It's actually made to be kind of a loosely fitting item that just covers up that gap right there. Very cool. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.